Many businesses and organizations will be observing the Juneteenth holiday tomorrow. Many recognize it as a celebration of the emancipation or ending of slavery for African Americans in 1865.
One of those organizations recognizing the holiday is Northern Light Health. News Center Maine's Rye Wooten tells us how Black professionals at Northern Light Health System are using their history and culture to share love and create safe spaces for Black and brown communities.
I mean, there's nothing better than a bowl of collard greens. I mean, really. Just tell the truth and shame the devil.
The deep south of Alabama is where Darmita Wilson's family celebrations of Juneteenth began. It was 1867, well before her time, that her great-grandma Laura Willis Russell Baxter learned the ways of the kitchen from her parents. And Grandma began teaching Wilson how to fill the dinner table when she was just 5 years old.
And we would have to watch her prepare the family meal. And because they were all verbal recipes, you know, she said it should stir like this, it should feel like this.
More than 150 oral recipes passed down from her grandma, a former slave, to her grandchildren like Wilson, who is now the Vice President of Medical Education for Northern Light Health. For Wilson, one must-have at the table is the 10-hour pork, taking up space but filling a key role, just as Wilson says Black professionals do.
So my grandmother always told me that if you have the opportunity to ever get to the table, you need to bring the spice.
And be the 10-hour pork.
You need to know exactly why you're there. You need to know that you're enough, okay? And you need to bring all of the people's shoulders that you stood on with you. And you also need to prepare the way for those that are coming after you.
Ahead of Juneteenth, Wilson is sharing her family traditions with her Northern Light Health family, which CEO Timothy Dentry says he cherishes.
Again, it starts with our culture that cares for one another.
First comes culture sharing, which can sometimes be uncomfortable, like learning about how hush puppies got their names.
But I never knew the meaning behind what a hush puppy really was, and it was to hush the hounds so that slaves could get away.
And then comes understanding.
And I wouldn't have known that if it hadn't been for Darmita and this experience here today.
It's the Northern Light family way. That's what we do. You know, we want to learn about each other. We want to learn about our cultures. Because in learning about each other, we learn about our patients.
Sharing history and coming together. In Bangor, Rye Wooten, News Center Maine.